everybody, Crafting Journey here. That Journey Chick on Instagram. How is everybody today? Oh God, it is January 13th, 2021. I love saying that, 2021. So it was pointed out yesterday that I sing a lot on the show, or I make noises. Yes, I do. It's just me. So yesterday when I went, yesterday I had to go into the office, and thank you for warming up the car with me. That horrendous noise that you heard was the windshield wipers trying to get that windshield thawed. And yes, I could have gone out to the car, warmed the car up, come back in the house, done something else. You know, it's the Florida in me. I don't think of these things. You know, I haven't lived in this climate long enough to know that, oh, hey, you go out, you warm the car up before you want to leave. No, dummy me goes out and sits in the car and waits for it to warm up. But yesterday was a warmer day, and it's supposed to be even warmer today. I'm going to have to go up a color on my temperature blankets. Just one of them. The loom is 20 to 40, so it'll still be the same color. So yesterday when I got to work, I got a gift card from one of the doctors, and it was for this, it was in this cup, and it's called the Fairmont Coffee Company. It was established in 2017. It's on, I'd go hunt this place down, because historically this doctor gives us like a gift card to sort of a coffee shop, bookshop place. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll go look and see if they have any books. So it's a good thing I had my GPS, or my, you know, direction finder. So I put it into the direction thing, and like it took me to the WSU campus area where there's a lot of student housing, and it's very strange because on either side of this huge WSU, Wichita State University campus, there's like a big, huge funeral plot, you know, like grave area, like what do they call it, memorial garden on one side of the campus, and then when you exit on the other side of the campus, there's another huge cemetery. Cemetery is the word I'm looking for. So I just thought that was strange. So I found this little shop, and it's just a little shop near the housing area, and I'm told that it's mission based. So I go in, and they sell coffee and sandwiches and stuff like that. So I decided I would buy some coffee. They had ground coffee. Now this is called Oddly Correct, Coffee Roasters of Kansas City Incorporated. So I got this Sleigh Ride Holiday Blend, and I looked at all the different flavors that they had. Now on the back it would tell you, I looked at the different ones, and it would tell you the tasting notes of the coffee. So this one is blackberry, dark chocolate, and nougat. So I said, let me try that. So I'm trying it this morning, and when it first goes into your mouth, you can kind of taste the chocolate, but the blackberry is more of an aftertaste, which is, it's interesting. I'm going to become a coffee connoisseur. Yes. Let's diamond paint. Yes, we're working on Alice Lost. Now, like I said, I worked yesterday, so I didn't get a lot of this done. I usually try to get a section every day done, and I didn't get it done. Oh, and it didn't help that Crashly wanted to go on my island on Animal Crossing, so she's like, open your gates. You know how Crashly is. Open the gates. So I didn't know how to open the daggum gates, so I learned some more about Animal Crossing, but I did get a lot of it done. All the black is done in this section, and now I'm just working on the body of the mushroom, toadstool, whatever you call it here. So the other present that I got yesterday from my boss was a gift card for TJ Maxx, Home Goods, that kind of thing. So maybe this weekend I'll go over there and look. I'd love to find like a cube bookshelf type thing to put in my office. That would be really, really nice. So this coffee kind of grows on you. It's really interesting, and I like the cup. So I'm not. How many of you always cringed when I held my open coffee cup over the diamond painting? I'm still going to do that, but I'm always careful. But things happen, you know, things happen. So yesterday, I get People magazine once a week. Well, that's, I have always subscribed to People magazine. It's just one magazine that I love. I just love it. You know, there's always television recommendations and book recommendations and, you know, all the gossip for the stars and that kind of thing. I don't know if you guys watched Big Brother, or if you ever watched Big Brother, but Nicole Franzel from Big Brother, she's getting married to Victor, who she met from Big Brother. Well, they kept postponing their fairy tale wedding because of COVID. And the other day they came out with an Instagram photo that now they're pregnant. They're expecting a little baby, Big Brother baby. Anyway, so cute. There's so many couples from that show that got married. And if you didn't watch Big Brother, you have no idea what I'm talking about. So sorry. So anyway, back to People magazine. So I found this article. Now I can't show the article, but I'll show this little boy. Isn't he adorable? And he crochets. He's 11 years old. He's been crocheting since he was 5. His name is Jonah Larson. And he's from, where's he from? I don't know. Oh, Wisconsin. He's from Wisconsin. He's written 2 books. He guests, he's like a guest correspondent on the Drew Barrymore show. And he sells the stuff that he crochets, he sells. He's huge on Instagram. And all the money that he makes from selling his crochet products goes to Ethiopia to support the kids over there. But the other thing I thought is really cute that he's doing, he is designing a crochet kit to be sold in the Michaels store. How cute is that? Like, at 11 years old, he's doing pretty darn good with crafts. Bravo, bravo. What? And such a cute kid. The book that they're showing here is called Hello Crochet Friends, and his name is Jonah Larson. They don't say how many followers he has on Instagram, but so cute. He does blankets, hats, and stuffed animals. Oh my God, he does amigurumi. Oh my God, that's so cool. I have not mustered up the courage to try a crochet animal. No, I'm not going there. Don't even go there. No. I got enough on my plate. Last night, you know, I finished my, the loom was up to date. Both my temperature blankets. The loom was already up to date. I did the crochet. Well, I was in bed watching TV last night. I'm on episode 9 of the 2nd season of Virgin River, so I'm almost done with that. So, and then what I did was I started the originals, you know, which is a spit-off of Vampire Diaries. And then, so I finished the temperature blanket row, and then I have worked very diligently. I have one more row in my hooded scarf to do. One more row of the scarf, and then I could start the hood. And so I decided, I'm going to just start something else. It ended up being more practice. I got some of my cotton yarn out, and I was practicing this stitch called the picot stitch, where you go into the stitch, you pull up 3 times, like you chain 3 times, and then you it's hard to explain. But it didn't look right after I did a couple rows. So I frogged it all out and I thought, well, that was good practice. So I might try it again one of these days. I don't know. But I do want to make some dishcloths. So yes, I'm practicing my crochet stitches in bed. Every time I think I know all the stitches, I don't. There are so many stitches to learn. Good Lord. Why am I scratching my boobs? You're like, Rebecca, you're scratching your boobs. I will edit that out. So yesterday, oh my God, it was so freaky. Oh, my poor Shalene, and I understand it's been happening to everybody in their lives lately. The trolls. Oh my God, the trolls. So, and I don't have that much experience with them, knock on wood. But, so I'm in Shalene's, I love to watch Shalene. I'm fascinated when she starts coloring stuff. And she was coloring Alice in Wonderland. So this person comes in and their name is Kara, and they're like, oh, you know me, I'm a diamond painter. And Shalene's like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I'm the principal painter. And then she's telling this story about how she's stuck at work because one of her kids is COVID positive, and this like bizarre story. And it wasn't Kara. It wasn't the principal painter. It was some troll. And it just kept happening during her live. These people just kept coming in. Like, there was somebody in there claiming to be Billy. Now, it might have been Billy. Billy, if it was you, I'm sorry. But I'm not sure it was Billy. I think they're like, they might have this goal, like who can last the longest without getting kicked out of the live or something. I don't know. Like 4, 5, 6 times while I was watching Shalene, this happened, and I understand it was happening in other people's lives. So, gosh, I hope it doesn't happen tonight. They're not going to come to my live for collage quilting. Yes, tonight is Craft With Me Wednesday. I will be doing collage quilting. I have everything I need. I'm going to clear this space off, grab the iron, and we're going to start. So I have a lot of material that I've got to put down on the steam seam. It's an adhesive, and you have to iron it onto the adhesive. So that's what we're going to play around with tonight on Craft With Me Wednesday. And guys, I need your help. I put a lot of time and effort into the morning show. Pass it along to your friends. Say, hey, have you checked out the morning show? I am getting a lot of viewers on the morning show, and I deeply, deeply appreciate it. But let your friends know. Say, hey, there's this cool show. So, my goodness. Work yesterday. I did not... I think I got one phone call, and that was one that I was expecting, that had to do with access. So I was expecting that phone call, but other than that, no phone calls. So like everybody's squared away on where to go to get the COVID vaccine. I am scheduled to get my COVID vaccine on next Tuesday. I would have gotten it yesterday while I was there, but they weren't giving it out yesterday for some reason. These drills, sometimes they just don't want to stick. So, yeah, I've got mine scheduled. So it was kind of a very boring day. I took a coloring book and I messed around a little bit with combining the pencils and the gel pens. And it was working out pretty good. But I was using this set of gel pens that I got at the retreat that were not the best quality. Some of them I couldn't get the lids off of some of them, but it was just a cute little set of gel pens. But I used the ones that I could, because I'm just practicing with it anyway. And then I come home, and the dogs were like, "Oh my God, you left us. You were gone for 8 years." Yes, that yeah. They were doing this song and dance about, where did you go? Why did you leave us? Literally, when I pulled up in the driveway, I could see Jake's little face looking out the front window. I don't know how long he'd been staying there, looking out the front window, waiting for mommy, but. And then, I get everything squared away, put away my computers, put all the stuff away that I brought home from work, and then I sit down to do it because it wasn't quite time for dinner yet. So I'm texting my boss and I'm diamond painting, and Jake is having a fit. He's sitting here barking his head off like, "I am hungry, lady. Feed me." So I had to go feed him. Yeah, so every time I sat down here to diamond paint, I got interrupted yesterday. But that's okay, because I love my dogs and I love my friends. So today is National Rubber Ducky Day. How cute is that? So the rubber ducky, it's been around for, since the 1800s. And the whole idea behind the rubber duck is so that it's weighted on the bottom. So when it tips over, it just comes right back up in the water. So, and so Ernie and Bert from Sesame Street, or Ernie and Big Bird, in February of 1970, in the episode, they introduced Rubber Ducky. And it was just a rubber duck. But Ernie loved his rubber ducky. And they declared that January 13th was Rubber Ducky Day. And this toy has been inducted into the Toy Hall of Fame. Did you know there was a Toy Hall of Fame? I didn't know there was a Toy Hall of Fame. Yes, there is. And the rubber ducky is in it. So there is this shop. It is called, let me find the shop. Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I lost the shop? No. Anyway. It's called Duck in the Window. Duck in the Window, I believe, is the name of the shop. Yeah, Duck in the Window. And they have ducks. Ducks in the window, if you want to look it up. They have all of these ducks, rubber ducks, that you can order from. So I put a few up here. I wanted to show you some pictures of a few because they're so gosh darn cute. Let me pull up my photos. So the first one is, this is for Crashly. This is the Harley Quinn rubber duck. Too cute. Then we have the Princess rubber duck. Of course, she's pretty in pink. That is just too adorable. This coffee's growing on me. I really do like it. Then we have they call him the Harry Ponder rubber duck. Isn't that adorable? He's got his wand. He's got his little Harry Potter book, or Harry Ponder book. Too funny. This is for Mistria. There's your dragon rubber duck. This one is for the crafty heifer. This is the Scottish rubber duck. He's all in his plaid. And this one is for Tia. This is the Wonder Woman rubber duck. Tia is Wonder Woman. Do you that? I mean, the hair. That's Tia's hair, right? The Wonder Woman hair. Anyway, that's for Tia. And that's all I have. How fun! They did not have any Alice in Wonderland rubber ducks. They had all of the characters from The Wizard of Oz. They had Christmas, Halloween. They had Lord of the Rings. Some based on games that you play, but no Alice in Wonderland. I need to write to that company. Where is Alice in Wonderland? It's okay. No gnomes either, but I'll get over it. Yes, I will. Now, I know, you're like, Rebecca, for God's sakes. Yeah, after, when this year of Alice is over, I'm going to be sick of Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to have to choose a new theme. So, goodness gravy. Okay, so let's talk about this day in history. So, on this day in history, what happens to these things when I pull them up? For God's sakes. Johnny Cash does his live performance at the Folsom Prison. Now, Johnny Cash had been on the skids. He was not doing so great popularity wise. He was taking pills. He was, he got caught, taking drugs across the Mexican border. He just was not, he had never been in prison himself. He'd been in jail a few nights to sober up, but, his popularity was really waning. So this minister who was friends with Johnny Cash said, why don't you do a live concert at Folsom Prison? Now, I think he had performed at Folsom Prison before. And here is a picture of, this is a good picture of Johnny Cash standing in front of the Folsom Prison. And clearly, posing for the camera. But so they recorded this live concert at the Folsom Prison, and the guards had told all the inmates, you have to stay seated. They didn't stay seated. It became quite the ruckus inside, which just added to the live performance and the recording. I mean, it didn't get out of hand or anything. They were just enjoying the music. But Johnny Cash, he geared the entire concert towards the prisoners. He got a hold of a song that one of the prisoners had wrote. He learned it super quick. He rehearsed it with his band, performed it, put it on the album. That album went to #1 and brought Johnny Cash back to popularity. So that album and his following album did very, very well. But from then on, he performed at prisons. That's where he liked to perform. And he became an advocate for prisoners, for prison reform, which, good for him. Good for him. So, not a huge Johnny Cash fan, but I think we can all remember that song. And Folsom Prison Blues was a song he had written many years before he performed this live concert. But yeah, this day in history, he performed the live concert. And you're like, oh, who knew? Rebecca, who knew? Yeah, very, very interesting. I keep picking them up and they're upside down. I think it's because I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. So today, I've already taken out the garbage. I was up pretty late last night. No, not too late, mate, to midnight. Doing my crochet stuff, and I just work on stuff until I get tired. I played Animal Crossing for maybe 2 hours. Then I play some other games on Facebook. Not Facebook, but on my iPad. I play this game called Dawn of Titans, and I tell you, it is the best game I have ever gotten out of, on my iPad. Not a system type game. It's you can pay to play it. You can put money into it. I have never put money into this game, and I love this game. Now, it's kind of a word game, but it's very strategic. And I just think the graphics and everything are very, very well done. Now, the other game I played was Pearl's Peril, and I was on a team, and the team completely fell apart because 2 of the people that were running the team, I think that's all they did all day was play this daggone game. And it's one of those hidden object games, and it's fun to play for 5-10 minutes. I would go on and do some goal, some, what do they call them, goals or objectives for the day, and and then I would get off. But technically, you could go on this game every hour, and your goals would refresh. And I think that's what these women did. They would just go on every single hour. So they got upset because my sister and I weren't doing that, because we have lives. And I do not have time to go into a game every single hour and play it. So they left, and they went and formed another team. And so I just said, this is ridiculous. I've already been through the entire game one time. I was on my way to do the game again. I was starting over. And I just said, no, I don't have time for this. I'm going to move on. So I don't play that. As of last night, I do not play that game anymore. So that is one thing taken off my plate. I'm so excited for tonight, Craft With Me Wednesday. It is going to be so much fun. It's going to be like a little challenge for me to get everything set up and figure out, the camera angle and, how best to show you guys what I'm doing. I do want to thank you guys yesterday. I guess you guys did not realize that memberships, that YouTube does take a cut of the membership money, and so a lot of you switched to Patreon, and I am so appreciative. Thank you so much for supporting my channel and the content of my channel. Now, there's a lot of things that you can do with Patreon, and I am planning to do more with my Patreons. It's just very time consuming. The main objective for me with Patreons is, every now and then I will give you guys a poll. Like I let you guys choose which canvas I would start, or I'll ask you guys an opinion, or maybe give you guys a sneak peek of something that I'm doing. But mainly you're there to help me support the channel, and I so appreciate it. This painting was gifted to me by a Patreon. And brought me to tears. One of my other Patreons donates yarn and books, and I don't think I would have a channel without you guys. I really don't. So I am so appreciative, and I love every single one of you. And your comments, the ones that, you guys who are not Patreons and not members, that is okay, because your comments mean the world to me. I read every single one of them, and sometimes I just acknowledge them, but it's become such a good part of my day to know that you've watched the show, and to hear, how it maybe brought up a memory in your life, or, I love that interaction with you guys, because I don't see people all day long. I was so excited yesterday at work because I'm sitting there working, and one of my coworkers walks in that I have not seen in ages, and it was just so good. You want to run, give them a hug. You can't do that. But she and I sat, 6 feet apart, and we talked for a little while, like grown up in-person conversation. It was so nice. I can't tell you what we were talking about because it's secret. We were, no, can't tell you. But I've gotten her into diamond painting. So I had brought her a few diamond paintings and a little storage box, and I was giving her some tips, and she seems to really be enjoying it. Now, her life is as busy as mine. She's got children and a husband, and so she had come to work thinking it was her day in the office, which today was her day. So she's like, so she stayed for a little while, talked to me, did a couple things at her desk, and then she went back home. So I felt bad that she had come on the wrong day, but I'm glad it's just once a week, though. Packing all that stuff up and getting into work, it's not easy, because I got to remember all the work tools that I need. My computer, this notebook that I keep track of everything in, and then once you get to work, you got to set it all up, and it's just a pain. But yeah, it's kind of nostalgic going into the office, though. It really is. Anyway, so guys, that is the show for today, Wednesday, January 13th. I'm glad it's not Friday the 13th. It's Wednesday the 13th. I hope to see you guys tonight in my life. Just show up out of curiosity. If you don't know what a collage quilt is, show up tonight. I'm going to show you. It's something that I picked up at the retreat this last October, and it's really cool. So guys, I will see you then. That's tonight, 6 p.m. Central. If not, I'll see you tomorrow in the morning show. Bye everybody. Have a great day.